again for another episode of Roofer Reflections, and I'm really excited to have Vincent on the show today. You started in, I guess, flooring sales?
I got into flooring by virtue of working for the big boxes. When I entered into one of those big boxes, I immediately saw all these different products, all these different uses, and I said, wow, this is like walking into a university. I would literally train myself in whatever department I was in. I went from building materials to plumbing to flooring, and flooring at that time was a new concept for this big box. They picked me to help launch it, and so I did it in 2 stores in El Paso, and then they said, hey, we love what you did, can you do it for multiple more stores? And so that's what I did. I traveled around setting up their flooring division, and I actually gave myself a deadline of 2 years to say, okay, I'm going to move up to the next step from here, and I want to work for a manufacturer. That was my beginning of my commercial.
You were learning everything you could into flooring. Is that the same approach you took again? When you went into roofing, you just dove headfirst into all the material and tried to learn everything you can?
I had some general knowledge of roofing. I've been in construction since I was 13 years old. I started as a painter's helper, and then I moved up to a carpenter's helper, and just kind of made my way up the industry through there. My first position in the fluid applied roofing sector, a company based out of Arizona reached out to me and says, hey, we're looking for somebody to expand our market share from Arizona out to southern New Mexico, Texas, et cetera, et cetera. I knew something about it, but I delved into it immediately, learning all the intricacies of what an acrylic can or cannot do. The whole fluid applied sector immediately grabbed my attention. Fluid applieds immediately came to the top of the list for many roofing contractors who couldn't get single ply membranes. My success in the fluid applied industry is that I learned almost everything there is to know about fluid applieds. And that's why when I first heard of Castagra, I had not heard of this chemistry before. I lost a considerably large job up in Denver to a contractor who I thought that was going to use the system that I was selling at the time. And he says, no, sorry, but they decided to go with Castagra. And I said, what's a Castagra? So obviously I did my research, and the chemical makeup of the Ecuador and the whole technology around it really caught my attention. An opportunity came to work for them as a technical field support representative. So I'm able to bring all my experience into now this venue, and hoping to continue to learn and continue to help Castagra grow.
You've been in and around the roofing industry for a very long time. If you ran into someone that was considering a career in roofing, what would you tell them?
I tell people, just the other day I was talking to a convenience store clerk, and he knows what I do, and he says, hey, I really want to get out of this convenience store stuff. And I tell them, look into roofing, man. It's a lot of fun, first of all, and you can make very good money. There's a lot of opportunities in the roofing industry in general. It's not easy, by no means, because roofers have kind of a bad rep. But that's why I kind of appreciate what Castagra is doing in kind of innovating how roof coatings are moving forward.